Welcome, Deep Diver. All right, today we're jumping into Bangladesh.
hmm
Our sources paint a picture, well, it's much richer and more complex than you might think just from headlines. We're aiming to really unpack its unique story.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission here is to pull out those key insights, from its ancient history right up to what's happening now.
And there are some genuinely surprising elements.
Oh, definitely. We want to help you get a real sense of what defines Bangladesh.
And the first thing that just leaps out from the material is the sheer density.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge country geographically, but it's packed. Over 170 million people.
One of the most densely populated places on Earth.
And the capital, Dhaka, just embodies that energy, that intensity.
Right. And what's interesting, as the sources show, is how this density isn't just a statistic. It seems to really drive ingenuity.
How so?
Well, in managing resources, building community resilience, you almost have to innovate in that kind of environment.
That makes sense. And this density isn't new, is it? It connects back.
No, it has deep roots. I mean, this area was part of ancient Bengal.
Ah, right. Known for art culture.
Exactly. Art, culture, learning centers for millennia. And that heritage, you can still feel its influence today. It's quite profound.
So, okay, ancient Bengal. Then how did we get to modern Bangladesh? The post-colonial story is quite unique.
It really is. After 1947, partition, it becomes East Pakistan.
Right, but separated from West Pakistan by, what was it, over 1,000 miles?
Over 1,000 miles of India in between.
Yeah.
A huge geographical, and as it turned out, cultural and political divide.
That distance just seems unworkable long term.
It proved to be. That gap, that feeling of separation, it fueled a powerful movement for independence.
Which led to the Liberation War in 1971.
A really pivotal and difficult moment. The sources highlight the immense cost, but also the incredible resilience shown.
And that led to independence, the birth of Bangladesh.
As a sovereign nation, yes.
And you can't really talk about Bangladesh without talking about its geography, can you? The land of rivers.
Absolutely not. It defines so much. You've got the Padma, the Jamuna, the Meghna, these massive rivers.
Part of that huge delta system.
The Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta, yeah. And these rivers, they're not just scenery. They are like the lifeblood.
For agriculture, transport.
Everything. Daily life, trade, it all revolves around this vast network of waterways. It shapes the whole landscape.
And speaking of landscape, there's the Sundarbans.
Ah, yes. Truly remarkable. The world's largest mangrove forests.
Just massive.
An incredible ecosystem, so much biodiversity. And of course, home to the Royal Bengal tiger.
An endangered icon. It really highlights that connection to the natural world.
Definitely.
Okay, so shifting from the physical land to the culture, identity seems really central.
Hugely. And language is key. Bengali or Bangla.
It's not just the language. It's a source of immense national pride, right?
Absolutely. It even has its own International Recognition Day and the literary tradition.
Yeah, wow.
Tagore, obviously,
Nobel laureate.
and Qazi Nazrul Islam. Giants. But it's a living tradition, too, still flourishing.
And how does this pride, this culture sort of show up day to day?
Well, the sources talk about a real vibrancy. Music, dance, art, it seems to be everywhere.
Okay.
And festivals. Like Pohila Boishakh, the Bengali New Year. Celebrated with such enthusiasm, it shows that deep connection to heritage, that collective spirit.
That vibrancy seems to carry over into the economy, too, especially in recent decades.
Yeah, there's been significant growth. And the garment sector is fascinating.
Ready-made garments. It's become a global leader.
Absolutely. It employs millions, a huge number of women especially.
So it's not just industry, it's had a real impact on poverty reduction, empowerment.
A massive impact. It's really shaped the modern industrial scene there.
But it's not just textiles, is it? There's a push towards tech.
Right, the Digital Bangladesh Initiative.
Yeah.
And what's interesting here is it's not just about getting computers.
It's more strategic.
It seems so. It's presented as a way to leapfrog infrastructure gaps, improve access to education, healthcare, government services, using digital tools.
That's ambitious.
It is. And despite ongoing challenges, climate change is a huge one, the sources consistently point to this resilience.
Yeah, that word keeps coming up.
Progress in health, education, women's empowerment. It's quite remarkable, really. Speaks volumes about their spirit.
And wrapping up the core points, something else that consistently comes through in the material is just the people themselves.
The warmth, the hospitality.
Yeah, a strong sense of community. It feels foundational.
I think so. You see it in how they innovate, how they persevere together.
So summing it all up.
Bangladesh really emerges as a country just full of life, packed with culture, and holding immense promise. Its journey rising above really tough challenges. It's quite inspiring.
It really is. So maybe the final thought for you, the listener, is this. What can we actually learn from Bangladesh's enduring spirit? From its ingenuity born out of density, its capacity for progress against the odds, it really is a unique story to reflect on.